Hello, Sagittarius. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Hello, my fire family. How are you? I call you my fire family because I'm a Sag rising. So thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you, my friends. And we are going to start out with oracles here. We're first going to do the oracles and then we will get to the tarot. And thank you for clicking here, by the way. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome, welcome. If you do choose to stay, this is a really lovely, lovely group. So if you choose to stay, it's going to be because of the comment section, not because of these readings. These people in this community are really lovely, Sagittarius. So if you do decide to stay, there is a button on the bottom right-hand corner of this little square that I live in. And if you click that, you will be able to subscribe. Thank you for your thumbs up if that's what you intend to do. I appreciate you. And this reading is for the week ahead. No matter when you find it, today, tomorrow, next year, it's always going to be for the week ahead. It is a general reading, so it could resonate at any time. Tell me about Sagittarius, please. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, we have think on your feet. Look, something is about to go down. That is, I feel, something that is going to move you quickly. We do have truth transcends illusion. Very cool. I like that. First, let's go here. So we have think on your feet. So foxes are really quick. Right? That's what we have. We have the fox spirit. Foxes are super quick. They make their moves strategically, quietly, and they move very quickly. They have to stay alive. We have card number 9. We have card number 27, which breaks down to a 9. It feels like you are going to be, it sounds like you're in jail, busted out of hermit energy. I feel like you've been maybe keeping to yourself, doing your own thing, maybe you're just really working on you, working on your business, working at work, whatever it is that you're doing. You're staying in your lane, minding your business, and you're really not communicating so much with people around you. And I don't think that that is by design. I feel like it's just taking a break is what it is. So I feel like you are in hermit energy, gaining some wisdom, learning about yourself, going over you, trying to find your light, I'm going to say. And thinking on your feet tells me that you're going to be pulled out of that energy. So something is going to cause you to want to come out of the hermit energy. And I feel like you're going to have to think on your feet. It feels like something is headed your way that is going to move you quickly, it feels like. So we have the dragonfly spirit. It says truth transcends the illusion. Card number 22, which breaks down to a 4, which is stability. The truth that transcends the illusion. So there is some sort of illusion here. It might be the illusion that you need to hermit. It might be the illusion that no one wants to talk to me. I'm just going to stay here by myself. But I feel like this is where this has become a bit of a comfort zone here, not going out, not being with friends, not really socializing, and I don't think you're doing it all the time, but I feel like it's the place where you're in at this time. That's what it feels like here. Tell me more about Sagittarius, please. What else do we need to know for the week ahead for Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me more. Tell me more. All right. Excuse me, we do have patience. We also have the throat chakra. We have memories of love, and we have moving on. So I want to say here that that's probably why you're in hermit energy here, that you are in hermit energy because I feel like there is some sort of a situation. It could be romantic love. It could be friendship love. It could be a bestie. It could be family love. But it feels like you spoke up to somebody or you're about to speak up to somebody. This is the week ahead, right? Moving on from memories of love. So somebody is now finally detaching from the past. You've decided to turn your back to the past, right? This person has got their back to the past. It's time for me to move on. It's time, I feel. This person is holding a timepiece in their hand. It is time for you to move forward from whatever these memories of love are. It could be, like I said, a love relationship, a best friend relationship. I feel like the throat chakra is telling me that you've actually spoken up about something, or you will be speaking up about something in the future that's going to cause either you or someone else to move on out of these memories of love. That's what it feels like here. Tell me more. It also could be memories that, like, things that you were attached to in the past, like memories. That's the 6 of Cups to me. So that is like nostalgic memories. It's like you've maybe gotten out of the relationship, but you can't let go of the energy, because sometimes those memories will come back to haunt us, right? Good and bad, mostly good, right? And so I feel like it's I feel like in the week ahead, you're about to tell somebody that I can't stay in this energy with you. I can't stay in this Six of Cups energy with you if we're not going to be together. I feel like the moving on is what you're doing here. Bottom of the deck, we have patience, right? And that's you. That's card number 14, which is the Sagittarian energy of temperance. So I feel like you've been patient in this situation, and your patience is about to run out in the week ahead for this spiritual union. So it does feel like it is about love here, my friend. There is somebody that you had or are connected to, and it feels like it's time for you to pull out of that connection here. Tell me what else we have here, please, for Sagittarius. We have health. Why? We have death. Okay. So it says here, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul, and death says, I am learning that endings are merely new beginnings. I feel like you are facing an ending here. For most of you, you've already gone through the ending. It's just the memories you can't let go of. And I feel like you really need to detach, because the moving on card, the Six of Swords, is about cutting from the chaos, right? Leaving the chaos behind, and the choppy waters and the arguments and the fighting, and maybe it's in the mind, because it is swords, right? But it feels like it's time for you to move on, because the death card is here. I'm learning that endings are merely new beginnings. So I feel like you're off to some sort of new beginning. And I feel like it has, for some of you too, it says here, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. It does feel like possibly you were not really taking care of yourself. Maybe you were taking care of other people or another person, or maybe you weren't necessarily paying attention to your own health because there was others that you were paying attention to their health. So it could be a thing of doting, right? That's you, Sagittarius. You're like the beautiful empress that runs around making meals, cleaning the home, making it beautiful. Like, I feel like it's that. But I feel like something here has ended, and it's time for you to move on, because I feel like it's really impacted your health. And it could be spiritual health, mental health, physical health. Take it as it resonates for you. All right. Let's find out what the tarot has to say. Tell me about Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sag, if you're interested in a private reading, I've left a note below this video here, and it is pinned to the top of the comments. I do have a sale on right now, 10% off, and all of my private reads until the 30th of June. If you're interested in getting in on that deal, there is a code in that link as well. All right, here we go. Tell me what's coming up for Sagittarius, please. We do have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you were overgiving, Sag. I feel like everybody had their hand out. Everybody was begging for your time or your attention or your money or it feels like that. The Six of Pentacles being here. And I want to say that you're all too willing to give. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you're just kind and giving and charitable. But I feel like you're not going to beg for attention anymore. Like, this is, people who have their hands out are kind of begging for it, right? And on most depictions of most tarot cards, it does show two people who are on their knees begging for, money and other things, right? So I feel like you're no longer going to beg for reciprocity, because I feel like you weren't getting reciprocity, and that might be why you're moving on. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. So this definitely could be a long-term relationship that we're talking about, but the Ten of Pentacles can also be family, right? It can be somebody that you've known for years and years, a very best friend, or maybe it's a cousin who sometimes the cousins will feel like brothers and sisters, right? But it's... I do feel like it's a Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you've been over-giving to possibly the family. Now, I don't mean your spouse and your children. I mean like, mom and dad, sister, brother, cousin. I feel like that. It could be someone who is a best friend as well. Tell me more. We do have the King of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, it is money. I feel like there is somebody in your life who is constantly coming at you for money because they see you as Daddy Warbucks. Whether you're feminine or masculine, right? Daddy Warbucks is from Annie, right? That's the person who is this very wealthy man came and pulled Annie out of the orphanage, right? And it feels like there is somebody here who's done really well for themselves. You might be somebody who is saving a lot of money, investing wisely, but I feel like it took you a long time to get here, and I feel like the family or the long-term relationship, whoever the Six of Cups is, the person that you've known forever, I feel like this person is somebody who has taken advantage of your financial situation, your abundance, right? Abundance is a lot of things, so it feels like this person has kind of taken advantage of that. Somebody here has taken advantage of it. We do have the Justice card. It's like the reason that you're moving on is because you needed justice in the King of Pentacles energy here. What else do we have here? We have the Ten of Swords. So the only way that you knew you could get justice is by pulling away or ending a cycle. And I think the cycle was you were allowing people to take advantage of you. But I don't think it's for any bad thing, Sag. I feel like you're the King of Pentacles. I feel like you're the one who has an abundance or an overabundance. So you're constantly giving and giving and giving. But you know what? This can be reciprocal energy. But understand it's also involving people who don't get it on their own. And so you give it to them. And I would say to you, be careful, because when the Justice card shows up, it's all about karmic energies, right? It's all about karmic energies that are happening in the 3D here. And I think it's happening in the 3D because the King of Pentacles is here. And when I talk about this karmic energy here, it almost feels like you were meddling in someone's karma. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean is we all have the scenario of someone that we've known or in our lives, and we tend to bail them out. Right, Sag? We tend to bail them out. If they don't have money, we give them money, especially if it's our children or somebody that we love a lot, right? With the Six of Cups, that I feel like we will bail them out, right? So somebody can't make the rent, maybe you're helping them make the rent. Maybe they can't buy groceries, you're helping them buy groceries. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying that they're looking at you as the ATM. They're looking at you as somebody who is going to come in and save them. And so then that person, you're meddling in their karma. Their karma is they're supposed to learn how to balance their finances, whether that means getting a second job or a third job. This person needs to learn how to be slow and steady and dependable. Like, I feel like when we go ahead and help people, which is always a beautiful thing, right? Charity is always a beautiful thing. But please understand there's a fine line where when you help somebody, you bail them out and they never learn the lesson, right? They never learn the karmic lesson. And I come up against this all the time. People think that they're doing really well with, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to give you that and I'm going to live on the very minimum. But I feel like it's in this case and only this case, I'm not talking about every case, I feel like you're meddling in someone's karma. And so they keep going through the Ten of Swords over and over and over again because you won't leave them to learn their lesson, their karmic lesson, because you keep bailing them out. Because you're kind and generous and overgiving. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a catch-22, right? Yeah, you need to go on a new path here, my friend. It's time to throw the seeds of intention and nurture something new. But it should be in your pentacle world. It's got to be for you. It's time to redo a room in the house, or it's time to grow something and nurture something. Maybe it's a garden. Maybe you're going to start gardening. But I want to say with the Seven of Pentacles, it's about picking your path, right? And I feel like the universe is giving you a brand new chapter to deal with, but you have to throw the seeds of intention and decide what you're going to grow, right? And I feel like it's a really hard thing to do. The Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. It's about putting in a lot of hard work and wondering, is anything going to grow? And I feel like it's like with this karmic justice energy here, it feels like you have to go on a different path. You can't keep meddling in someone else's karma. When they're going through a hard time or a tough time, it's because they're trying to learn a lesson. It's usually a lesson of some pattern that they keep repeating over and over again, which is the Ten of Swords, right? Being stuck in a pattern. We do have the Empress. Yeah, see, that's you. You're the Empress. And I want to say with the Empress coming up with the Page of Cups in reverse, it tells me that you're dealing with someone who has emotional immaturity. That's what it is. And you keep bailing them out, I feel. So this could be, maybe someone comes to you and asks you for relationship advice and you tell them what to do and they do that thing and then they end up unhappy. They might blame it on you. I feel like this person that you're dealing with the Page of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's also overly sensitive. So I want to say that this Hermit energy is telling me that you're trying to find the happy balance. But I want to say that there is no happy balance because this person is used to you bailing them out. Whether you're bailing them out with words, advice, money, letting them stay at your place, whatever it is. Tell me what this new path is here. What is this new path for Sag, please? For some of you, it also could be a relationship that someone keeps coming back into your life and you keep letting them back in your life because you don't want to tell them no. But they're not learning the no lesson. They're not learning it, right? We've got the 10 of Wands. So I feel like that the door is already open to the new chapter here, but it's become really hard for you to make the decision to move forward. I feel like you are the Empress and you are the one who is very abundant, right? You are the person who is taking care of everybody because that's what you do. We do have the Queen of Swords, and so I feel like this is all becoming very heavy because you're creating a dependence for someone else to come back to you for a relationship, for love, for maybe a for some of you, it could be a situationship. You keep allowing them back. It could be somebody who you love a lot, who is like a best friend. Could even be a parent. But I feel like the Queen of Swords is here with the 10 of Wands because it's becoming too heavy. It's time to say something, which is why we have the throat chakra here. The Queen shows up, right? This is the person who is also Libra, but also Gemini and Aquarius in this reading. This person's going to stand up and finally say it. Finally say, look, I can't keep bailing you out. You're going to have to learn your own lessons. Like, you have to let your kids, your family, your friends, your lover trip and fall and find their own way. You can't keep bailing them out with your Empress energy. Just because you're abundant, it doesn't mean that you have to keep giving it away all the time. We do have the 8 of Swords here, and so I feel like it's worrisome for you because it's become really heavy and you don't want to drag it down anymore. But the Queen of Swords is here to tell you it is the place where you can drop these burdens. It's time to drop those burdens, my friend. And I feel like you're really, you put yourself in this place of the 8 of Swords, right? Which is the obsessive thinking about, I don't want to do this. And I understand that you don't want to. It feels like you've been in hermit energy, though. I feel like this person has unrealistic dreams. The person you're dealing with has unrealistic dreams, or how can I say unrealistic? And what I mean by that is like this person is not making enough money to live in the penthouse they're living in. And maybe they come to you for money and you keep bailing them out because you want to save them and help them live in the penthouse, which they can't afford. We have the King of Swords here, so there's going to be a gunfight. Not literally, right? There's going to be a war of words here. You know that when you cut this person off or tell them no, you can't come back. I'm not doing the situationship. I'm not giving you another payment for your condo that you can't afford. It's time for you to downsize. It feels like there's going to be an argument of words here. And two people are going to be very honest with each other. It's going to end up in a sad ending here. I feel like it's a regretful ending because I feel like now that you come out as the King or the Queen of Swords, the other person comes out as the King or Queen of Swords. And so the Queen of Swords is part of the Empress energy. We've got the King of Swords here. We could be dealing feminine and masculines. This person is somebody that you really adore, though. They are someone that you really love. Tell me what else is coming up here, please. Tell me what's coming up in the future. What does Sagittarius do about this, please? You walk away. It's going to be hard, but you have to emotionally disconnect from this person because I feel like you're an enabler at this point. You're going back and forth, back and forth. Should I disconnect? Should I just give this person the straight goods? I don't really want to do it. There's going to be a fight. I know that when I give this person the honesty, the truth, the transparency, when I stand up and demand to be counted, demand to be listened to, this person is going to hulk up. They're going to bulk up it. They're going to puff their chest at you, or they're going to say, what do you mean? Like you said that you were going to, you know what I mean? Like it feels like there's going to be an argument and it's going to end up in regret and sadness, I feel. And you know that, and that's why you're in the 8 of Swords here. But I feel like you're going back and forth on whether or not you should disconnect from this. I think you're going to go. Yeah. I think you're going to do it. I think it's going to be hard. You may not do it in the week ahead. For some of you, you will. But I feel like there is some really hard energy here. And we do have celebration. Look, we have the 3 of Cups. Celebration, happiness. I feel like once you get over this really hard situation of the person that you really love, moving on, letting go. The Death card is here. You've learned your lesson. We've got thinking on your feet. You're going to have to think on your feet with this person because they're coming at you. Kings and Queens of Swords, right? They're coming at you and they're going to fight you on it. They're going to fight you on it, try and guilt you on it with the Page of Cups in the reverse here, this person, remember, is overly sensitive, and they lack creativity. And that's the thing. It's like they could be living in a penthouse they can't afford. They lack the creativity to find a new resourceful way to make money. They know that you are the Empress who's really abundant. You're the King of Pentacles who has really got, your money down. And I feel like this person is somebody that you have been supporting in this way for a while. We do have the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You're gonna have to embody the self. This is Sagittarius energy. I feel like it ends up working out on your side. You're gonna be very happy, but the King of Swords isn't gonna like it. Not at all. Now look, you're gonna like it. It's going to alleviate some things for you. They're not going to like it. And 3 and 5 is 8. The 8 of Cups is here. You need to detach from the situation. It's time for you to heal, because I feel like it's turned into a place where, whether it is, whatever kind of relationship is, you've become the enabler. You're no longer the helper. You're now become the enabler. So it is up to you. And some of you may not do it because you're in the 8 of Swords. I feel like next week some of you won't do it because it's going to hurt their feelings, but it is what it is. I'm going to go for now. Thanks so much for being here, Sag. And I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys are lovely. Thank you so much for all the ways you love me. Bye-bye.